Hello, good morning, students. Welcome back to the last video lectures on this chapter, that is cell structures and function. That is chapter number 8. So, in the previous video lectures, we have discussed about the different parts of the cell. In this video lectures, we will be discussing some cell organelles. So, let's go on to the topic, okay? So, let's see what we have learned in this video lectures. We have discussed about the introductions, discovery of the cells, varieties in the cell number, size and shape, cell structure and function, part of a cell, difference between the numbers, animals. We will be learning, okay, under the part of cell we will be learning about the cell organelles. Then we will discuss about the difference between the plant cells and animal cell. Then we will discuss about the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. So we have discussed all about part of the cells in the previous video lectures. Okay, so in this video lectures we will discuss more about the cell organelles. So what are the cell organelles? What do you mean with cell organelle? Let's see. Is there a cell organelle is the numbers of structures, okay, called cell organelle, which occurs in the cytoplasm. In cell organelles, okay, the cellular components are called as a cell organelle. They are found scattering in the cytoplasms. Okay, they will be found under scatterings on the cytoplasms. So what are they? It is given in you the mitochondria, plastids, that is what we call chloroplast, and this plastid is mostly present in the plant cell, okay, not in the animal cell. So endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, Golgi bodies, vacuoles and lysosomes. Okay, these are 7 different parts that we will discuss in this video lectures. So let's go into the topics. Okay, let's go into the chapters. This is the first thing that we are going to learn about is mitochondria. Mitochondria look like a rod shapes. Okay, like in spherical structures or in spherical structures, right? It is like a rod and it's also like a spherical structures, right? What is the important functions of the mitochondria? Okay, the important functions of the mitochondria is also it is responsible for cellular respirations. Okay, whatever the cellular, what is the breaking downs of energies, okay, producing the energy for different activities. Okay, so this mitochondria is commonly known as the powerhouse of the cell. Because why the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell? Because they provide us the energies. Okay, they release us the energies. Okay, they provide us the energies. Okay, and also they also control the levels of waters and other materials in the cell. Okay, they will control the levels of waters. Okay, and also will provide this. They will provide they perform this respirations. They produce the energies. Okay, they also control the levels of waters and other materials in the cell. Now recycling and decomposing of protein, fats and carbohydrates are all taken care by this mitochondria. This mitochondria is something like envelopes. Okay, they look like exactly like envelopes. Okay, so the detailed structures of mitochondria you will be learning more detailedly in class 9. Okay, where we have one chapter that is cell, the fundamental units of life. Okay, that is chapter number 5 that you will be discussing in the class 9. So this is all about, you already have to remember is that a mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Based on your syllabus or based on your levels of this chapter, all of your classes. Okay, you remember that a mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. If you ask why the mitochondria is considered as a powerhouse of the cell, because the mitochondria produces the energies. They produces the energies. Okay, since the mitochondria produces the energy, that is why they are considered to be the powerhouse of the cell. Next, we have another one that is called plastids. Okay, usually plastids are mostly present in the plant or cyanobacteria. Okay, plastids are mostly present in the plants and the cyanobacteria. They are mostly present in the plant and the cyanobacteria. And what is the use of this plastid? That we will discuss more details about it. Okay, you see there are several small colored bodies scattered in the cytoplasmas of this leaf cell. Okay, so these different colors are present in the leaf cell. You see, we humans or animals animal doesn't have cytoplastids. Why? Because we doesn't produce the different types of color, right? In order to produce the different types of colors, a pigment called plastid is present. Okay, and that pigment is what we call as a chloroplast. Okay, so there are three different type of plastid. One is called chloroplast, one is called chromoplast, and one is called leucoplast. Okay, so what is a chloroplast? Okay, chloroplast is, you see, it is a green color plastid that is called chloroplast, green color plastids. Okay, and because of this chloroplast, your greens, okay, your greens, the leaf looks to be green. Okay, and because of this green color present in the pigment called chlorophyll, the chlorophyll absorb. Okay, because of these green colors, they will try to absorb the energy and help in photosynthesis. Okay, they will try to help in the process called photosynthesis. What is a photosynthesis? A photosynthesis is a process where a green plant prepare the food by using the raw materials, okay, from the surroundings, from the environment, right? So that is what we call photosynthesis, and all this photosynthesis that is regulated by the chlorophyll. And why this chlorophyll? Okay, the chlorophyll consists of green pigment, and that pigment is what we call as a chloroplast. Okay, next is what we call chromoplast. Okay, chromoplast means is a coloring plastids, okay, which provide color to different colors of the different part of the plant, like your flowers, fruits. Okay, that is what you call chromo means color. Okay, chromo means colors. That is the plastids. Okay, where that is a this is the organelles which is present in the plant. Okay, where they will produce a different types of colors. Okay, they manufacture and accumulate catenoid pigments. Okay, they will manufacture and accumulate all the catenoid pigments. Okay, so this chromoplast is have been providing a colors. Okay, and also manufacturing and accumulating the catenoids. Okay, so this syllabus, this chromoplast, I don't think so this chromoplast is present in your syllabus, but still I'm just making it to let you know, to let you know about the different types of plastids. Okay, I just added this topic. Okay, so leucoplast is what? Is a colorless plast which occur in the storage of plant. Okay, so leucoplast means what? Is one of the coloring of the plant, the part of the plant which they don't produce a color. Okay, so that is what we call as a leucoplast. Okay, so this is what the picture you can see. Okay, a lot of pigments, okay, chloroplast pigment present in the leaf. Okay, and because of this pigment, they try to trap the heat energy from the sun. Okay, and which help in photosynthesis. Okay, next we have another one that is called endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, endoplasmic reticulum is one of the networking, like it is like a network of the membranes. Okay, it's like a network of the membrane. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is what we call as a rough endoplasmic, and another is what we call as a smooth endoplasmic reticulums. Okay, rough endoplasmic reticulums are those reticulums where the presence a ribosome is present. Okay, this is present, this ribosome is present. If the ribosome is present, your endoplasmic will look rough. Okay, but if the ribosome is not present, that means your endoplasmic reticulum will look very smooth. Okay, so due to rough surface, the endoplasmic, due to rough surface of due to the presence of the ribosome on the surface of the endoplasmic, they look very rough. Okay, so you see it provide a skeletal framework to the cell. They will provide a framework. Okay, a skeletal, they will provide a structures. Okay, they will provide a complete structures to the cell. Okay, and they help in moving the materials around the cell. They will try to provide a move energies, material that move around the cell from from the nucleus to the mitochondria, from the nucleus to the cell wall, from the nucleus to the cell membranes. Okay, different types of cell they've reached. Okay, so all these are taken care by this endoplasmic reticulum. You see, under this we have discussed about the ribosome. What is ribosome? Okay, you see each cell contains thousands of ribosomes, as I read it out here. So okay, what is that? What is the functions of the ribosome? The functions of the ribosome is to produce a protein. Okay, the ribosome try to produce, the ribosome always produces. It's also known as the site of protein synthesis. There where they produce, they manufacture the protein, proteins. Okay, they manufacture this protein. Okay, so present in cytoplasm and flow throughout the cell. They are also present in the cytoplasm or present everywhere in the present throughout the cell. Okay, so why? Because they produces the ribosomes present is must. Why? Because they produces the protein. Okay, which is very much needed for the plant. Next cell. Next, we have a Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex or Golgi bodies, we say. Okay, so this is what the structures of the Golgi apparatus. Okay, the Golgi structures. Okay, they are sack like a structures one above the others. Okay, they are like a sack, right? It's like a bosta. They are sack like a structures as if like they are keeping one after the others. Yes or no? So you see, what is this? What is the function of this? They store. Okay, what is it? They store. Okay, they store the material produced by cell. Okay, they will store the material produced by cell, and they also store the they are also called as the storehouse of the cell. Whatever the material produced by the cell, they get stored in it. Okay, they get stored in it. That is why it is also known as this storehouse of the cell, or you can say go down of the cell. Okay, what is their actual function is what the actual function is what they will collect whatever the cells are produced, whatever the cell organism like ribosome, if they are producing the ribosome, if they are producing the protein, they get collected and stored. Okay, and they will try to distribute the substances in many substances met in the cell. Okay, and like synthesis and secretions of many materials are also taking place in this Golgi complex. Okay, next, we have a vacuoles. Okay, these vacuoles are completely empty space, and it is mostly present in the plant cell only. If in animal cell, even though if it is present, but they are found to be very small. Okay, they are found to be very small. But in plant cell, they are if it is found to be animal, also they are very small or might not be. It may be absent also. Okay, if they are present, they are very small inside. But in plant cell, you see most of the space are occupied. This white space are occupied the vacuoles. And what is the use of this vacuole is what they try to store. Okay, they try to store the excess of waters and waste product. All those waste product, all those water get stored. Okay, next is what in amoeba, these vacuoles, okay, try to help for digestions. Okay, an animal like amoeba, okay, an animal like amoeba, they try to help for digestions of foods. Okay, they are small extension on their cell membranes. Okay, there is a little small structure. They help in locomotion and collections of food also. Okay, they help in collections and locomotions of food also. Okay, so this is some functions of the vehicles. Next, we have a lysosome. Okay, and this lysosome is commonly known as a suicidal bag of the cell. Okay, suicidal bag of the cell or suicidal bag. Okay, why this is considered these lysosomes? Okay, what happened? They try to clean. Okay, they try to keep the cell clean. Okay, they try to keep the cell clean. If there is any foreign particle present in the cell, they will try to absorb it. They will try to break it down themselves. Okay, and they try to digest all those. They try to digest all the foreign material present in the cell. Okay, like bacteria. Okay, you see, the sac-like structures in the cell surrounded by the membranes are called lysosome. As sac-like structures, okay, in a cell surrounded by the membrane, you see, these are sac-like structures which is surrounded by the membrane. They keep the cell clean by digesting and breaking the outside material. You see, what did I just told? I just told that these lysosomes, okay, they try to keep the cell clean, okay, by digesting and by breaking the outside material like bacteria. Food entering the cells or worn out cell organelle into a smaller pieces. Okay, so they will try to bacteria. They will try to digest all those bacteria or food foreign particles. Okay, or worn out cell organelle into small pieces. If some cell like mitochondria got spoiled, then they will try to break down all this. They will try to digest them and they will try to break down into small pieces and let it to remove out from the cell. Okay, so they can digest this organic material due to the presence of strong digestive enzyme that can break down the organic compound. Okay, because why does a lysosome can do all these things? Because they have a strong digestive enzyme. Okay, they have a strong digestive enzyme, and because of this, they can easily digest the waste material. Okay, therefore the lysosome is known as a suicide sac. Okay, they are also known as a suicide sac. Now you see we are discussing about the difference between the plants and animals. Yes, you see most of the plants, I will show you the pictures in the next slides. Okay, next video. So most of the cell, okay, they are a quadrangulars and hexagonals. Okay, but animal cell mostly are in a round shape. You see cell wall. Okay, in animal we don't have a cell wall, that is why it is absent. But in plant cell, okay, a protected and a function cell walls, they have a cell wall. Okay, they protect the cells. Okay, next, nucleus is present in both the cell. Okay, cell nuclear membrane are also present in both of them. Okay, cytoplasms, okay, also present in both of them. Plastids, okay, mostly present in a plant cell only, but animal cell there is no plastids. Okay, But here vacuoles, okay, if they will have only one in a very big in size, okay, the vacuole will present, okay, only one vacuole will be there in a plant cell, but they will be in very big size. But animal cells, mostly if you see, they may be found in the very small pieces, okay, very small, and numbers of vacuoles are present or might be absent. Okay, for some animal there will be no vacuoles also. Okay, next is we have a cell membrane present in both of them. Okay, and out of this cell membrane again plant cell have a cell wall. Okay, then lysosomes mostly absent, and but in animals lot of lysosomes are present. Okay, as I told you, the remember to remember the difference between a plant cell and animal cell is that plant cell consists of a cell wall, whereas animal cell, the cell wall is absence. You try to make it very simple. Okay, and second thing is what a plastid. Plant cell consists of the plastids which help them to synthesize and store their food, but animal cell there is no plastids. Okay, next we have a vacuoles. So vacuoles, what is that? Most of the plant have a very big vacuoles, on only one vacuoles are there, but animal cell, some animal may have vacuoles where it may be a very small size, whereas some animals they don't have a vacuoles. Okay, so this is a quick short summaries. Okay, summarize. Next we have a, you see this is a picture, you see it is like a like something like a quarter. This is your plant cell, but you see our animal cells are totally like a round cell, right? So this is a plant cells and this is a animal cell. Okay, so next we have a last topic. The last topic is what? On the basis of the presence of nuclear membrane. Okay, you see some organisms they will have a nuclear membrane, some organisms they don't have a nuclear membranes. Okay, so based on this, if the nuclear membranes are present, okay, cells are divided into two types. One is called prokaryotic cells and another called eukaryotic cells. Okay, what is the eukaryotics or prokaryotics? Pro means primitive and karyotic means nucleus. Okay, pro means you see a cell without a well-defined nucleus, and the nuclear membranes are formed in the nucleus and dispersed in the cytoplasms are called prokaryotic cell. Okay, so these cells are present in a primitive organism like prokaryote, example like bacteria and blue-green algae. Okay, so prokaryotic cells are those cells, okay, they don't have a well-defined nucleus, okay, or neither nuclear materials are present, or neither nuclear membranes are also present. Okay, so such types of cell is what we call as a prokaryotic cell. Next we have another one is called what is called as a eukaryotic cell. Eu means true, karyotic means cell, nucleus. Okay, so in these types of cell, the cell membranes and many like distinct like nucleus material will be present. Okay, but in prokaryotics only some nuclear membranes, nucleus material may be absent also. Okay, so example like except bacteria and blue-green algae, all the organisms are called eukaryotic except these two organisms. Okay, starting from plants and animals, all the organisms have a eukaryotic. Only bacteria and blue-green algae doesn't have a well-defined nucleus. Okay, so this is all about the topic of this chapter number 8. I believe that you understood the entire topics. Okay, and go through these videos and go through these chapters. Okay, so that it will be very easy in your next class, that is class 9. Okay, so here in class 9 you will get one separate chapters again, that is the fundamental units of life. Okay, so if you're not clear about these topics in a class 9, it will be quite difficult for you to understand. Okay, so I believe that you will understand everything, and I also request you, okay, to go through the entire topics. Okay, read through it, make a notes on it, okay, and study by yourself. Okay, a self preparation note is much helpful, okay, than the one notes that we provide to you. Okay, so self preparation must be you must practice how to prepare the notes. Okay, so that is all about the video lectures, that is all about the chapters. Okay, so we'll try to in next we'll meet in the next video, next chapters. Okay, thank you.